Back to the analogy of traveling to a foreign country. So Mahmoud, let's say I go to Saudi Arabia. What would I do so that I need to get accustomed there? I have some ideas.
Well, you will need to definitely search online a bit, read on TripAdvisor, probably find some guides, and then some of that you will understand properly. Some could be a bit exaggerated or outdated, right? Remember, I read a very funny comment one in an onboarding kit for a consultancy that worked with. They said men are not allowed to wear short sleeves, which is not true at all. But basically because they were always in the work environment, and the thobe, traditionally in the work environment, which is, more formal, is long sleeve, but nothing that says short sleeve is, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I think you find few things and then you prepare for yourself for this. Be a bit cautious, ask more questions. I noticed that people, when they get into other cultures, they try to be more considerate and probably oversensitive. And they always ask, like, is this okay? Is that not? Should I do this? Should I do that? Am I offending anyone? I'm sorry if I did something wrong, but this is how I pronounce it. Stuff like that.
Yes, absolutely. And I would probably find places that are not on TripAdvisor, but where the locals meet. I would try to have food. I would try to learn 10, 20 different words to greet, to start a conversation, even though I'm not a native speaker. I would maybe spend countless hours learning about the history and the heritage. So there are some very practical things you can do as a foreigner to make your life easier in a new country. And you can apply that same way of thinking, that same way of being, when you understand that as a design, you are in a foreign country most of the time.
That's an interesting analogy, because I think if I follow the same, it is actually a common culture clash that happens in real life. If you go into a country and you are trying to change the country up to your expectations, rather than try to respect the culture and merge into it.
Exactly. That's, what happens often, and this creates this weird expectation and this weird situation where somebody in the company has decided to hire you. So you're being brought into this foreign culture. And you're like, okay, they're bringing me in. They want me to be here. But the reality is that's just often one person that gets it. Like 99% of the people there don't know who you are. They have still their own values, but you're there and still thinking, but I'm being invited to this party. Like everybody wants me to be here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not the case.
Not everybody wants to be here. Wants you to be here. It's only the person who
care.
invited you wants to be here.